Good morning, children. Sairam, welcome to this session. Today we are going to start with a new lesson number 7, Stepping Out. Okay, the author of this lesson is Charles Dickens. You can see the picture of the author, Charles Dickens. He is such a famous author and is a novelist, and we'll read about the author. Charles Dickens was born in 1812 and he died in 1870. He is amongst the most significant names in the history of English prose. As a novelist, his works such as Oliver Twist, David Copperfield, A Tale of Two Cities, Great Expectations, etc., achieved both commercial and critical success. You can see some of his novels. See the books over here. Great Expectations, Oliver Twist, The Tale of Two Cities, David Copperfield. All these are some of his famous novels. See, this lesson, Stepping Out, is not a complete story. It is part of the novel. Okay? It is only a part of the novel. So, if you are interested about reading some novel, you can read some of Charles Dickens novels where you can get the complete story of the novel. Okay, so this is not a complete story. This is only a part of the story which is from his novel. Okay, so the main characters of this in this lesson is Oliver, Old Fagin, Artful Dodger, Charlie Bates, Old Gentleman, and Policeman. Who are all the characters? Oliver, Old Fagin, Artful Dodger, Charlie Bates, Old Gentleman, and Policeman. Okay, we're going to read the first. We'll see the ponder of the lesson. Okay, the starting of the just an introduction of the lesson. Who the characters is. Okay, we'll see what are they, how they are, what is their job. All these we will see in this ponder. Okay. Oliver is born into poverty and hardship. His mother dies soon after his birth and no one knows who his father is. So, Oliver was a very poor boy. He was born into poverty and hardship. That means he had a lot of sufferings in his life. And what happened? As soon as he was born, his mother died and no one knows who his father is. So, he did not have father as well as mother. He did not know who his father is and his mother died when he was born itself. So, what they did? Oliver is sent to a workhouse where orphans were made to work, and orphans mean those who don't have mother and father are called as orphans. Okay, he is sent to a place where they are made to work and they are starved. They are not given any food also, but they are, you can see in the picture how they are kicking and ill-treating people, small boys over there. They are all orphans. They don't have father as well as mother. Okay, Oliver is eventually sent to work for Mr. Sowerberry. He was sent to a place. He was sent to work with Mr. Sowerberry. But after the latter's apprentice means those who are working for a very given training and not given more money, very little money. Okay. Noah Claypool insults his mother. Oliver loses his temper. You can see in this picture, he gets angry. Oliver gets angry and he is going to beat Noah Claypool. So what happens after that? Unfairly punished and starved again, Oliver runs off early one morning. He has hardly a penny to his name, but he is desperate to escape his torture. So he did not have money with him, not even a single penny. Penny means money. Okay, but he wanted to go out from this torture. He came out one day. He wanted to run away from this torture. So he came out of the place and he wanted to go out somewhere. Okay, so he decides to walk 70 miles to London. He wanted to go to London, but his orphanage was 70 miles away. So he decided to walk 70 miles towards London. He has no food, no water and no money. He did not have food, water as well as money, but he wanted to run away from that, so he decided to walk. Begging is illegal. He did not want to beg. By the time he reaches a town outside London, he is about to pass out. So, by the time he is going to reach London, he was exhausted, fully tired. Okay, because he did not have water, food also. Okay, and he was sitting in one place. St. Jack Dawkins, who goes by the nickname Artful Dodger, finds Oliver. Okay, one boy called Jack Dawkins. His nickname was Artful Dodger. Okay, he finds Oliver. He buys him lunch and offers him free boarding. Boarding means a place to stay at a home of a gentleman. He gives him lunch as well as he offers him free boarding at a place of a gentleman. So he is going to a place where an old man was there. Oliver meets the gentleman Fagin in a dilapidated house on a grimy London street. The place is dirty and full of odd characters and silk handkerchiefs everywhere. So this meets Oliver meets whom? An old gentleman called Fagin. In a dilapidated house means the house which needs repair. That means a lot of plastering is required. The painting has come out, a lot of leakage. So it needs repair. It's such a dirty house, and it is in a grimy London street. The place is dirty and full of odd characters. It's so dirty. It was such a mess it was. So dirty, and all over there were silk handkerchiefs everywhere. He could see pieces of handkerchiefs, silk handkerchiefs everywhere. But he did not know why these handkerchiefs were lying here and there. It was such a dirty place where his friend Dodger had left him. Okay, Oliver notices that the residents of the house play this strange game where they have to take silk handkerchiefs out of Fagin's pocket without him noticing. Soon Oliver is drawn to this game too. So what is there done there? In this place, Oliver and other boys are given training. What training? To steal others' pocket. Pickpocketing. Have you all heard about pickpocketing? That means Fagin keeps silk handkerchiefs in his pocket, and these boys are trained without Fagin's knowledge. They have to slowly remove the handkerchiefs from his pocket. That was the training given to Oliver also. Even he also underwent that training. He also started that game. That was the game. Fagin used to keep all these handkerchiefs in his pocket, and the boys who had given training, slowly they had to take the handkerchiefs without Fagin's knowledge. That was the training, and Oliver also is going into this game. Okay. Now shall we start with the main lesson, children? Just little bit we will read today, and we will continue in the next part. Okay. One morning, Oliver obtained the permission he had so eagerly sought to go out and work on the streets. Old Fagin placed him under the joint guardianship of Charlie Bates and his friend Artful Dodger. See, he was waiting to go out. He was so bored sitting at home. He wanted to go out and do his work. What was his work? Of stealing others' pocket. Okay. But as he was new to this job, what did Fagin do? He kept two guardians. Who are the two guardians? Charlie Bates and Artful Dodger, his friend Dodger. So all the three boys went out because Oliver was new to this job. He did not go alone. He went with two of his guardians. Who were the guardians? Charlie Bates and Artful Dodger. Okay, Bates and Dodger. Okay, the three boys sallied out. The Dodger, with his coat sleeves tucked up and his hat cocked, as usual, Master Bates sauntering along with his friends in his pockets, and Oliver between them, wondering where they are going and what he would be instructed in first. The three boys sallied out. Sallied out means went out in order to do something, often said humorously. Okay, they're going to do something. They just sallied out. The Dodger with his coat sleeves tucked up. So he tucked up his coat sleeves and his hat cocked. Cocked means it just kept in angle. You all also do that style, no? Turning the cap to one side like that. He has kept his hat cocked, and Master Bates sauntering along with his hands in his pocket. So sauntering means walking in a slow, relaxed way. He was just walking very slowly, putting his hands in his pockets, and Oliver between them, wondering where they were going. He did not know where they were going and what he would be instructed. So they should give him instruction because he was new to this job. So he was just walking with them, both the sides, those two boys were there, and Oliver in the middle, Master Bates and Dodger. Okay, and Oliver. The three were walking, and he was waiting what to do. The pace at which they went was such a very lazy, ill looking saunter that Oliver soon began to think his companions were going to deceive Fagin by not going to work at all. So Oliver is thinking the way they are walking, just coolly they are walking without in doing Oliver was thinking that surely they're going to deceive, that means cheat Fagin by not doing the work. So just walking simply, they did not know where they were going and what they were in. Simply they were putting the hands in the pocket and slowly they were moving. So Oliver was thinking that these boys were not going to do any work, they're going to cheat Fagin. But they were just emerging from a narrow court when the Dodger made a sudden stop and, laying his finger on his lip, drew his companions back against with the greatest caution. So, as they were emerging from a narrow court, as they were coming out from a narrow court, when the Dodger made a sudden stop, what did the Dodger do? He made a sudden stop and, laying his finger on his lips, so keeping his finger on his lips like this, drew his companions back against with the greatest caution. He pushed his companions back with great care to avoid. Caution means caring, taken to avoid danger. So he pushed his companions means friends, back with the greatest caution. So who finds that? Who? Dodger. What's the matter? Demanded Oliver. Hush, replied the Dodger. Do you see that old cove at the bookstall? The old gentleman over the way? Asked Oliver. Yes, I see him. He'll do, said the Dodger. Okay? What's the matter? Demanded Oliver. Oliver's asking, what's the matter? Why you're stopping? Okay? Shh, replied Dodger. Dodger saying, do you see that old cove? Cove means old-fashioned term for a man. Old man, you can, they also tell it as cove. Do you see that old cove at the bookstall? That old gentleman on the way, over the way? Asked Oliver. So seeing an old gentleman in the bookstall. He'll do, said the Dodger. He'll do. That means let us target him. He'll do. That means what? We will pickpocket this old gentleman. So Oliver looked from one to the other with the greatest surprise, but he was not permitted to make any inquiries, for the two boys walked stealthily across the road and slunk close behind the old gentleman towards whom his attention had been directed. So Oliver looked from one to another. He was not allowed to ask any questions. He was looking both the sides, from this side and that boy and this boy. Both the companions were both the sides. He was looking at both the boys, man, and this both the boys stealthily walked across the road in a secret way. Without stealthily means in a secret way, without others knowing. Okay, they walked across the road and slunk close behind the old gentleman towards whom his attention had been directed. So slowly they went and stood near by the gentleman, and Oliver was not allowed to ask any questions, or he was just but what did Oliver do? He was surprised. Slowly, without knowing anybody, in a secret way, they went and stood near the old gentleman who was reading in the books in the bookstall. Oliver walked a few paces after them, and not knowing whether to advance or retire, stood looking on in silent amazement. So, what did Oliver do? Oliver walked a few paces after him. So, he walked few steps after him, but he did not know what to do, and not knowing whether to advance or retire, whether to move forward or come back. He just walked with them, and he was just would not know whether to go front or come back. Stood looking and on in silent amaze. He was surprised, and he was just still standing. He did not know to go front or back. He was just waiting and standing there and looking at these boys, and he was looking what they are going to do. Okay, they came where they came and stood. This only the boys came and stood near the old gentleman who was in the bookstore. He was engrossed reading the books. We will continue the lesson. That time we will know what this old man was doing. So they came and stood quietly near the old gentleman who was in the bookstore. So we'll stop the lesson here, children. So we'll revise next when we're reading the next part. We will revise this part and go to the next part. Hope you all understood till this much, children. We will continue in the next session. Thank you, children. Take care. Bye bye.